And I'm back. Hi everyone. Again, it's Mara Shlomo. I'm pretty much just continuing the video I started before, but I figured I'd give myself a little bit of a break, and I'll give you a little bit of a break in case the videos are getting too long. So now we're up to Shifra. Yocheved. Sorry. Yocheved has a baby. She has a baby boy. Now she knows this baby boy is special. His face is glowing like this. You see that light up there? That's how his face might have looked. I don't know. She goes, this is a special boy, and she knew that this boy was going to be something special, someone special. So she hid him for as long as she could. But what would happen is that the Egyptian soldiers would come into the Jewish houses and look around for babies, and they'll say, "Are there any babies in here?" And people would be like, "No, there are no babies." So what they would do is they would start making noises, and when they made those noises, the babies would start crying, and that's how they'd find out if there are babies in the house. So Yocheved had her baby, no name yet. She had her baby, and she was hiding him for as long as she could. Then she realized, I can't do this anymore. So she put him into what did you put him into? What did you put him into? Yeah, you're right. Into a basket. A basket. Took the baby, put the baby in a basket, take that basket, put it into the Nile River. The Nile River was the big river that went through Egypt. It supplied all the water. And what would happen is the water would overflow and it would water all the fields. And that's how Egypt existed, because they had that water from the Nile River. Without that water, Egypt really didn't stand a chance. So, anyways, they put the baby, Moshe, sorry, didn't say anything. They took the baby, no name, put him into the river and sent him down and said, and daven to Hashem and prayed to God, said, please make sure that he's okay. Please protect him. And Miriam, who was this new baby's brother, was watching closely on the side, watching to see what happens to her brother. And her brother's going down the river. And then on the side of the river, there was, all of a sudden, there was Paro's daughter. Okay? And her name is Basya, or Batya. And she was at the side of the water with her servants, with her maids. She was at the side of the water, and she sees a basket, and she goes, "What's going on with that basket? Can you get the basket?" And nobody could reach the basket. Then she went to get the basket, and her arm just stretched super long, and she was able to grab the basket out of the water. She opens it up, and she sees a baby in there. She goes, "Oh my goodness, there's a baby in here. And I have a feeling he must be a Jewish baby. We have to figure out what to do. We need to feed him. Let's find a Jewish lady who could feed this baby." Now, Miriam was very smart. What she did was she went out and she goes, "Oh, I know a perfect person who could help take care of this baby. A perfect Jewish person who could help." And you know who she called? She actually called her mother. Her mother, who is this baby's mother. Good plan. Now, when Basya saw this baby, she gave him a name. She called him Moshe. In English, it's Moses, but she called him Moshe. And the name in Egyptian, it actually means from the water he was pulled. It's a longer Hebrew phrase, min hamayim mishitihu, I believe. And she named him Moshe. And actually, that name Moshe stuck, even though that was his name from an Egyptian girl, from the king's Paro's daughter. Even though that was his name from her, we kept it, that name, and that's the name we use through the Torah to show appreciation for the fact that King Paro's daughter really took care of Moshe as he was growing up. So that's the way we show appreciation. Now Moshe grows up in Paro's palace. Now he's a baby, and I have one good story. It doesn't have anything to do with the Pesach story, but I think you'll like this, and then I'll stop the video. When Moshe was a baby, at one point, he pulls off King Paro's crown. And normally that's fine. Babies like shiny stuff. Like, okay, he took off the crown. I mean, that happens. And I'm sure when you were babies, you took off your parents' hats and stuff. So they took off the crown, and someone goes, "Oh no! You know what this means? This baby thinks he's gonna be king and take over your job and overrule you and win and who knows what's gonna happen." And other people and the king's like, "Well, maybe he just took off my crown because it's shiny." They're like, "No, maybe he's taking over the kingdom of Egypt." So they said, "Let's do a test." And the test was they took shiny crown, jewels, and a coal. I don't know if you ever saw in a barbecue. It's like this black coal. Now, when it's like almost a black rock, and when you heat it up, it turns all red. So what they did was they heated it up, turned it really red, which made it just actually shinier, just as shiny as other things. And they said, if he grabs a crown, then we know he's going to try to be king and we should do something about him. If he grabs the coal, it means he likes shiny stuff. Now, look, it's been a while since I've had a baby in my family, but I'm thinking that this is not a good idea. Would you think it's a good idea to have a choice of a baby touching a fire or touching something? Let's see if the baby will touch the fire or take this penny. Okay, really not a good idea. So they did this test, and actually baby Moshe started going towards the crown, and an angel came, moved his hand over, he grabbed the coal and quickly put it in his mouth, and took it out. So he burnt his tongue a little bit, and we're going to find, and later, when he becomes like the guy who takes everyone out of Mitzrayim, out of Egypt, we're going to see he's going to have trouble talking because he burnt his tongue, so he talks a little bit with a lisp. So we're going to learn more about that. But right now we're up to baby Moshe. Moshe is going to grow up in the castle. And we're going to find out next time what happens when Moshe goes outside and sees what is happening to the Jewish people. See you next time. Bye.